Hi there, I'm Samantha Lee Wright, and today I am going to walk you through the Young Living Premium Starter Kit. So, if you're here and watching this video, it's most likely because you've already bought a starter kit and you just don't really know how to use it. So, if that's the case, congratulations. I'm glad you're here and learning how to use your starter kit. If you have not purchased a starter kit and you have no idea what I'm talking about, then know that the only way to purchase one of these Young Living Premium Starter Kits is through the Young Living website. You can't buy these at stores, you can't buy these on Amazon. You have to buy them directly through Young Living and become a member. When you purchase a starter kit, which is $165, this automatically qualifies you to become a member. And that means anything you buy after that, you get at 24% off. So that's the down low. Other than that, being a member, there's no fees, there's no yearly or monthly fees, there's no minimum requirement of how much you have to purchase every month. You just buy a starter kit and boom, you're a member. That's it. So that's how most people get started with Young Living because it's just a great deal. The retail value of this starter kit all together is over $300. So you get it all as a member for when you sign up with Young Living for $165. So it's a great deal, and that's why most people get started this way. So first I'm going to cover the diffuser because it's really simple. It takes about 1 minute to learn. So when you purchase your starter kit, you get different options of which diffuser you want included in your kit. I recommend starting with the Desert Mist diffuser. That's what this one is called. If you want to upgrade to one of the fancier diffusers, if that's within your budget, totally go for it because those diffusers are beautiful. They last forever. And buying them with the starter kit up front is way cheaper than buying them separately down the road. But if your budget is just $165, stick with the Desert Mist diffuser. It's a great little diffuser and it's beautiful. So the diffuser works like this. You take the case off, you take the lid off, you fill it to the fill line, which is this line here. You fill it to the fill line with water. You can use tap water or distilled water. Then you add, I usually put about 3 to 4 drops of the essential oil of my choice in my diffuser. Drop it right there in the water. Put the lid back on. Sometimes you have to kind of rotate it a bit to get it to sit in there right. Then you put the case back on, twist it until it kind of locks in. Then you simply plug it in with the cord included, plug it into your wall, hit the power button to turn it on, and you can play with the light button as well to change it into flicker mode or color mode. It's a great diffuser. It works really, really well, and it's beautiful. So there, you've just learned how to use a diffuser. Really simple. Now I'm going to go through the oils that are in the Young Living Premium Starter Kit. I am not going to cover the basics of how to use essential oils. If you don't know the basics of how to use essential oils, then go look at some of my other resources. I have tons of resources that cover the basics of essential oil safety, essential oil usage, that kind of thing. So instead, to keep this video nice and short and sweet, I'm just going to cover my favorite uses of how I like to use the oils in this kit. All right, let's break this baby open. So the first thing you'll see is the 10 oils at the top. You can slide this out and you'll find also bonus goodies at the bottom here that includes 2 essential oils and some other goodies we'll talk about here soon. When you look at your 10 main oils at the top, one thing you'll notice is that some of the oils are labeled as vitality. So you'll see that little word under peppermint, it says vitality. Same thing for thieves, same things for citrus fresh, digest. So anything that has the white label with the word vitality on it is it's labeled that way because that allows Young Living to in the directions or instructions, it allows them to denote it as a supplement or safe for internal use. Young Living is only allowed legally to label a product as either safe to use internally or only applied topically. They're not allowed to label it as both. So some oils, like for example, peppermint essential oil, Young Living sells it as peppermint vitality or just regular peppermint. On the label, regular peppermint will say apply topically. On the vitality one, it'll say put in a capsule and swallow, or put in your tea and take internally. So that's just strictly a labeling law thing. The essential oil that is inside the peppermint vitality and the regular peppermint bottle from Young Living are identical. The exact same product is inside the bottle. So, but this is a really great, easy way to understand which essential oils are safe to take internally and which ones you might want to just stick to topically. But for example, frankincense is in here. This is just regular frankincense. Put it on your skin. Young Living also sells a frankincense vitality that is safe to take internally. Same thing with lavender. The one in here is not labeled as a vitality, but it is available as a vitality. So I hope that's making sense. Identical oils in the bottle, just different labels. Okay, let's start with peppermint. Peppermint, one of my favorite oils of all time. I like to use it for all things nose and belly. So whenever I am feeling stuffed up or I'm having a bad allergy day, I'll just put a drop of peppermint oil under my tongue, and it really helps just like clear out my sinuses. It just opens everything up and feels really, really amazing. Same thing if I'm having any tummy troubles, I might put a peppermint oil in the palm of my hand. I'll just put like 2 drops of peppermint oil and then put a carrier oil on top of that and mix it around and rub that onto my belly. Feels amazing. You can also put peppermint vitality, like a drop in your tea and sip it. You can put a drop or 2 in your brownie mix and make your brownies all peppermint tea and lovely. And so it's also a great oil to put in your diffuser, especially if you're trying to lend yourself some respiratory support in your lungs or your nose. All right, next is Panaway essential oil. Panaway is a blend of oils, the main ingredient being wintergreen. When I think of Panaway, I think of just all things muscle and joints. So anything that has to do with like a muscle rub or putting an oil on your back that might be hurting, or your joints that are sore because you played tennis all day. My husband loves Panaway because he's a carpenter, and by the end of the day, he's just done. And so we'll make a little muscle rub, mix up some coconut oil with like 4 to 5 drops of Panaway, and just rub it on his muscles and give him a nice little muscle rub. Feels fantastic. Next is Thieves essential oil. Thieves is a very famous blend of oils that Young Living makes. It got its name from back in the bubonic plague era, where everyone was dying of the plague, except these band of thieves, these robbers that would go in and steal from the graves from the plague victims, and they were not getting sick. So finally one day they were caught and sentenced to death by the king. But then the king said, well, tell us your secret recipe of not getting sick from this plague. How do you protect yourself from the plague? And then we'll lay off that death sentence. And that's the story of how Thieves got its name. So when I think of Thieves, I think of all things immune support. So cold and flu season, I've got Thieves going in my diffuser practically 24/7. Sometimes I will put it in a capsule, like 1 drop in a capsule, filled the rest of the way up with olive oil, and take that when I feel like my immune system just needs an extra boost. If I'm feeling like I've got a cold coming on, or if I'm full-blown cold mode, I will put 4 drops of Thieves in my diffuser. Sometimes I'll add 1 drop of oregano to that as well, and then put that next to my bed at night and just sleep with that diffuser going all night, breathing it in. And I always feel so much better in the morning. Citrus Fresh is the kind of yellow one here, and it is one of the most just scrumptious smelling and tasting essential oil blends. It's a blend of many different citrus oils. It's also got a little bit of spearmint in it. And so sometimes I'll put 1 or 2 drops in a bottle of water that I'm drinking, shake it up real well, and sip from that all day. And it's just tastes so, so delicious. And it smells amazing. So any kind of funky smells you've got going around your house, let's say your trash can's stinking up a storm, put a few drops of citrus fresh on a cotton ball, throw that at the bottom of your trash can, and get rid of that stink. You can also do that same trick for stinky shoes. Put some citrus fresh on your stinky shoes or on a cotton ball, stick it into your stinky shoes, and it works like a charm. Digize essential oil is this one over here. Digize Vitality is everything digestion. So Digize, I think of all of the really calming herbs that you would think of that are so settling for your stomach, like fennel. I think there's licorice in it. Lots of just great calmative herbs in this blend. What I like to do is put 1 to 2 drops in a capsule, fill that capsule the rest of the way up with olive oil, and take that after I've eaten like a really big meal or gone to the Indian buffet and I feel like I need a little extra support digesting all that food. So anything tummy related, that's what you want to pull out the Digize for. All right, next we have frankincense, my favorite oil of all time, hands down. Frankincense to me is like my best friend. I remember when I was postpartum with my second daughter or my second child, and just that feeling when you're in that postpartum mode of like kind of losing your mind and you're just ungrounded and your hormones are just woo all over the place. Frankincense really helped me during that time. I would just put a few drops on the palm of my hand and then rub it into my ears. I really love doing that, and then rub the rest onto my chest. Frankincense is a very safe, mild oil. It's one of the essential oils that you can get away with not diluting it most of the time, unless you have really sensitive skin, then you'd want to dilute it. But I love just breathing it in to my hands, rubbing it onto my chest, rubbing it onto my ears, maybe even putting it on my wrist, and just smelling in that oil. And it's just such a grounding feeling that I get. I love frankincense. Frankincense is also famous for its skin support. So any sort of facial thing you got going on, if you want to add it to your face creams or your face oils, things like that, really, really powerful for supporting healthy skin and preventing aging spots and things like that. So really, really powerful oil and very sacred oil. Next, we have lavender. Lavender, probably the most famous essential oil. It is the most used essential oil, and it's also the most adulterated essential oil out there. So it's very hard to find a true lavender essential oil that's not mixed with some sort of synthetic or mixed with some other species of lavender that doesn't have the same impact that true lavender has. True lavender is a very versatile oil. It is an adaptogenic oil, meaning there's so many uses for it that when you put it on your body or in your body, it goes in and it figures out what your body needs. So for some people, lavender might be very calming, and for other people, it might be energizing. It kind of just depends on your body type. It smells heavenly. So at the end of a long work day, I like to just come home, put a few drops of lavender on my hand, and rub it into the back of my neck and just breathe it in, and it smells amazing. A lot of people find it helpful for getting to sleep. So making a mist and spraying it on your pillow or putting it in your diffuser at night can be a really useful way to calm the brain and calm the mind. Lavender is also extremely helpful for anything skin related. Once I burnt myself on a frying pan and had a good burn going on. So I took lavender and applied it directly to that burn. I did not mix it with a carrier oil because that can trap in the heat. So I put that lavender oil directly on my burn, and within minutes it felt better, it looked better, and it healed beautifully. So lavender is just a great kind of first aid oil to have around. And I say whenever you're in doubt of what oil you should use for what, try lavender. Next, we have lemon essential oil, lemon vitality. So lemon oil is likewise a very versatile oil. It is so uplifting. It's brightening. putting it in my diffuser always makes me feel happy. I also love to put a drop or two in my water just for overall wellness support. It can support the liver, it can support your body's natural ability to detox, and it's also great for cleaning. So put a few drops of lemon oil on like a cotton ball and use it to scrub away any icky gunk, those like stickers that leave that nasty residue. Lemon oil will, boom, get it off. And it brightens things, it cleans things, it's great for window cleaners, things like that. It smells amazing, it tastes amazing, and it's really great for your overall body support. All right, Valor essential oil is next. It's a blend, it's that purple one there. It's a blend of oils that got its name from the Roman soldiers that used to stuff their uniforms or bathe in certain herbs and spices before battle to raise their courage. So Valor got its name from that era of really surrounding yourself in these wonderful florals and scents and aromas to alter your state of mind to get you ready for battle. So I think of Valor as that courage in a bottle. It makes me so confident and makes me excited for what I'm about to do. Whenever I get nervous before I go on a video like this or do a live presentation or interview someone for my podcast, I will put Valor on my throat, and it really helps just open up my senses and brings me a sense of confidence. It's also extremely balancing to the emotions. So whether your emotions are up here or down here, Valor is really great at balancing us and grounding us. So I really like to use Valor almost like I would use a perfume. Put a drop or two on my wrist, rub my wrist together, maybe put a few drops behind my ears here, and it's also great for the diffuser. And then last we have out of our 10 oils is Raven essential oil. When I think of Raven, I think of everything lung. So whenever I feel like stuffed up or I want to give my lungs like a little extra boost, I'll put Raven in my diffuser. Another thing I'll do, especially if I'm really stopped up here, is take a pot of steaming hot water and then put 1 drop of Raven into that water. Put your head over that steaming pot and then put a towel over that to trap in that steam, and then just breathe it in, and your face and your lungs and your nose are going to go poof. Whoa. It feels really, really amazing. So Raven smells almost like a spa. It's got that spa-like smell to it. It's got a lot of eucalyptus in it. It's got Ravensara. It's got wintergreen. And so it can also be used as like a chest rub. So mix it with some coconut oil and then rub it on your chest to give your lungs this boost. It smells amazing and it feels amazing. So those are our 10 main oils that come in the starter kit. Those are just a few of the ways that you can use them. There's so many other ways that you can use these oils, but that's a great place to get you started. Now I'm going to cover some of the things that are in this bonus box down here. So I'll cover the essential oils first. The first bonus oil we have here is Stress Away. Sorry, it's hard to see with my camera and light like that. But Stress Away essential oil is very much what it sounds like. It can help get the stress away. One of my favorite scents, it's got a hint of vanilla in it, which is one of my favorite scents ever. So I really like to use this almost like a perfume. I'll put it on my wrist, or I'll put it on my the back of my neck. If I'm really feeling like I have a stressful day, I'll like rub this all over my neck and feel that calm coming over. So a very popular choice for this other bonus that's in the bottom of the bonus box is what we call a roller ball. So in your kit, you have 2 of these roller balls. And what you can do with these roller balls is you can choose whatever favorite essential oil you want. I would recommend trying Stress Away. You open it up, you pop off this top plastic dropper, and then you replace that with the roller ball. So you just pop that onto the top. It's not going to pop on all the way until you take the cap and screw the cap on, and that screwing it on action is going to pop it into place so that now you have a very quick, easy roller applicator connected to your essential oil. So I love roller balls. You can buy them in like a 10 pack from Young Living as well, so that you can apply them to any of the oil bottles that you want to. I recommend, like, let's say you want to make a roller ball out of peppermint. So you can kind of see how my bottle of peppermint here is about halfway empty. You might not be able to see that through that little line, but it's about halfway empty. So what I might do is open up my peppermint, pop off the top, fill the rest of the bottle up with a carrier oil. I really like using fractionated coconut oil, or Young Living's V6 oil is excellent. And then pop a roller ball on top of that. And then boom, you've got a roller ball ready to go. So those are just really convenient, and it's an easy way to use your essential oils, and it kind of protects your hands from getting all oily and greasy too. So a lot of people really like roller balls for that reason. So like I said, there's two of the roller balls that come in your starter kit, and they put them down here next to the Stress Away and the other bonus oil, which is Peace and Calming, because those are two very popular oils to pop a roller ball on top of. Because Peace and Calming, kind of similar to Stress Away, it just, so you can roll it on if you've got that roller ball, roll it on, or put a few drops in your diffuser, and it brings a sense of peace and calm everywhere it goes. So this was my favorite oil when my kids were little babies and small, because it really brought them a sense of peace when they were upset or we had long car rides. I remember at long car rides, I'd be in the front seat and my babies were, getting a little anxious in the back. So I'd open up Peace and Calming and I would just like drip it on the floorboards of my car and get that peace and calming aroma going. Oh, I love this smell so much. My husband fell in love with oils because of Peace and Calming too. He would rub it on the bottom of his feet before bed, and he said he'd never gotten such a good night's sleep. So I love Peace and Calming, and I love Stress Away, the bonus oils that are down here. All right, there's a few other goodies down here. I know Young Living sometimes switches up the bonus goodies that are in the bottom of the box, so you might have different bonus goodies than me. But what I have in here, and this video is made in February 2020, what I have, although I think I bought this kit a few months ago, but anyway, I have a Thieves Spray, which is just what it sounds like. So the Thieves essential oil has been put into this spray mixed with some alcohol and some water to turn it into a mist. And so a lot of people really like to take Thieves with them to, let's say, the grocery store, and you can spray down the cart to kind of sanitize it a bit. You can also use it as a throat spray. It is strong, but if ever I feel like a little tickle coming up in my throat, I'll take this and spray like 1 or 2 drops, try to get it to the back of the throat. It's powerful. Don't say I didn't warn you. It's very strong, but it works like a charm. So you can just use Thieves Spray like you would almost a sanitizer spray. All right, we also have a hand sanitizer in here. So if your starter kit comes with the hand sanitizer, this is a Thieves hand sanitizer. Sorry, I gotta work on my camera angles here. Thieves hand sanitizer. It is a waterless hand sanitizer, and it is alcohol based. But the way they make it with aloe vera leaf powder too. And the way it's formulated, it just keeps your hands like really moist. It's not like a normal hand sanitizer that can really dry out your hands. And it is powerful. It's strong. I think, don't quote me, but I think it kills 99.9 or 99.6% of germs and bacteria. So it's just as powerful as most hand sanitizers on the market, but it's much gentler and it's free from a lot of those toxic chemicals and things that are in hand sanitizers that you really don't want in your body systems. So I love that. If you don't have the hand sanitizer or the Thieves Spray in your bonus goodies, you might instead have the little sachet that's a Thieves household cleaner sampler, which in case you're very lucky because that thing's awesome. So the Thieves Household Cleaner is one of Young Living's most popular products. So if you're looking for something to order next, highly recommend the Thieves Household Cleaner. It's a plant-based, naturally derived Thieves based household cleaner concentrate. So it's like this little bottle that lasts you forever because you dilute it with water and you use it on any surface of your house: glass, marble, wood, carpet, whatever. You can use it on everything. It's safe and it's super powerful. So you might have a sample of that in your goodie box. And then the last thing in here we'll talk about is the Ningxia Red samples. So these are 2 ounces each of Ningxia Red samples. So Ningxia Red is a superfood juice. It is a puree. The main ingredient is the Ningxia wolfberry, which, if you're familiar with wolfberries or goji berries, there's a lot of overlap there. Extremely high in antioxidants, extremely nourishing for your whole body. It's chock full of other high in antioxidant fruits like blueberries, and it's also infused with essential oils. So my recommendation is put your Ningxia Red into your refrigerator to cool it down because it just tastes better, I think, when it's cold. So Ningxia Red is, my kids love it, and I love giving it to them because it's so nourishing for their whole body. I feel like whenever they drink Ningxia Red, they're getting like a whole dose of vitamins and nutrients. And it's also really great to make into a jello or make into a popsicle. My kids really like it that way as well. We kind of fight in our house over the Ningxia when we're running low. We're like, I get the last Ningxia. So it's delicious, it's nutritious, and it's one of Young Living's most popular products. So if you're also looking for something to add on to your next order, highly recommend giving Ningxia Red a chance. Give it like a whole month of drinking it once a day, at least 2 ounces a day. If you can afford to drink more than that, go for it and just see how you feel. It saved my postpartum for my second baby. Man, I remember after my first baby, I was wrecked. When my postpartum came, I just felt like, ugh, drained and low energy, and like I was never going to feel like myself again. And then my second pregnancy, I was drinking Ningxia Red a lot through my pregnancy and postpartum, and I bounced back so quickly. Like by day 2 or 3, I was like, am I supposed to feel this good? I think it's the Ningxia Red. And so I love it, and I'm really glad that Young Living puts it in the bonus box for you to be able to taste it, try it, see how you like it. All right, that is the Young Living Premium Starter Kit with the Desert Mist Diffuser. Again, you can get all this for $165 by becoming a member over at youngliving.com. It's the only requirement to become a member, and then boom, you've got your member discount. It's going to ask you for a referral number for who referred you. If you have a friend that you know that does Young Living, ask them for their number. If you don't and you want to join my team and get access to all of my resources, just look below wherever you're watching this video for a link or for my referral number that you can put in. And after that, you're good to go. You're ready. You've got your kit, and now you know how to use it. Thanks for watching.